Hi friends, welcome back to the Guitar Spa where we bring you all the beautiful guitars reviewed just for you. And I have this GS Mini Koa that is just came in, and it's a 1.5 years old guitar, and obviously the customer or the owner tried to put all this bamboo packs and stuff like that in the soft case to ensure that it's dry and stuff like that. But then he contacted me and said, hey, Jarvis, I need some help. I think my action is getting higher, and at least he took some action in terms of try to maintain it. But I know many of you that buy a GS Mini don't know how to maintain guitars, right? Especially in a tropical Southeast Asia area like Singapore, where humidities levels are at let's say 70, 80%, 90%, right? Where these guitars are all manufactured at 50% or 45 to 50% relativity humidity. So that's where all the problem comes. So the question is, why is my GS Mini action getting higher and higher as compared to my other guitars, whether it's Yamaha or maybe a Martin, things like that? You don't have this problem. I'm gonna just break this down for you so that you understand. Okay, this is a GS Mini. Actually, it's a short scale, I think 24 inches, just above 24 inches, 1/11/16 nut width. You got the ebony bridge, ebony fretboard. This one has a Koa. It comes with Koa mahogany top or Sitka spruce. It's X-brace that is forward shift. And I'm just gonna tell you how the X-brace below the hood is actually an X-brace like this, and this X is forward shift to the edge of the sound hole. What this does is it free up this. This is where the bridge is, and once this X-brace is forward shift, it frees up this real estate to give you a little bit of that bottom end. Okay, so normal guitars would have two tone bars. Okay, so the two tone bars are, firstly, why is it called tone bars, is to give you the tone, right? But also the other function of the tone bars is to provide structural stability this side, because there's about 200 pounds of string force that is going to pull the top here where the bridge is up, okay, and then the neck, okay. And when humidity sets in, this top will actually tend to expand and curve a little bit more. That's where all the problem starts, right? And when you have a this thing is broken. And when you have only one tone bar, because the GS Mini has only one tone bar instead of two, but not just one tone bar. The tone bar is extremely thin. That's why the when you pick up a GS Mini, it sounds really open. It sounds really good. That's the thing about it. At the start, right? And then later, within a month, in fact within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, sometimes people buy the guitar and they take back, and then suddenly the action goes higher and higher, and the action is just unplayable. Okay, unplayable. And that's what happened to this guitar. And what I did was basically straighten the neck was in, and then fit a new saddle. But even if you take the original saddle, it needs to be corrected lower down, reprofile in terms of the top arch to correspond to the arch, the radius of the fretboard must correspond to the radius. And in fact, many shops or luthiers don't do that kind of stuff. They don't even have a reverse block that to radius that. Okay, and I've upgraded the saddle on this to Force Line Mammoth Ivory, and then ditched the very, very soft bone, the plastic saddles to bone pins. And then it comes actually with medium gauge, but in Singapore, if you put medium gauge, it sounds good if you can maintain it, but then if you don't maintain it with the correct humidity, you have swelling here, and then this bridge pops. I've seen bridge lifted. Okay, so enough of that talking. Let's listen to how it sounds right now. I mean, after the full setup. Tonerite this guitar, TONERITE.com. It's actually a vibrator. Yes, vibrator for guitars, and that's actually a good tool where you put it in here and it vibrates the top to simulate that this guitar is playing, right? Because the most you can play probably is an hour or half an hour a day. But if this guitar is vibrating, vibrator for guitars, I know I mean, I'm not trying to be kinky. It really opens up the top a little bit, loosens up the top. In fact, the GS Mini, it's probably one of the best-selling travel size guitar around. Especially in Singapore. I mean, many people just like, the ladies just love the look of it. It's a really really beautiful shape on this guitar and a lovely headstock. It wins the hearts of many ladies and men and or people that's just starting out, right? And the other thing about the GS Mini is it has a very high resale value. Okay, so you buy it for especially the Koa top, especially the Koa tops. Okay, the Koa tops. Yeah, everybody loves Koa tops. I don't know, but but generally the Koa top sounds better. I prefer the Sitka spruce tops and the Koa tops. Mahogany tops, I think Taylor don't do really good mahogany. Even the third fret when you strum is really. Incidentally, that's my new song that's in my mind. Just trying to get the chords right and the melody there. Can you hear it? This finger style a little bit. My nails are not cut properly, and I can't really play. I just tried, especially this finger. The middle finger. It seems like it didn't cut properly. Some people ask me what songs I say is A B C D, A B C D, E F G, H I J K L M N P, or could be Baba Black Sheep. Have you any wool? Yes sir, dream I will. It's a beautiful, easy to play because GS Mini easy to play. You know, it's a lovely sound. You know, you play it and then you can sing it, and then it sits below your voice. Your goodness running after me. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. Breath that I have, the goodness of God, and I was all the goodness of God. beautiful sounding. It's so warm. Alright, enough that singing. Okay, so if you have a GS Mini, try to get your tech to just lower down the action after a month. Maybe even drop down the strings from medium to light gauge. Get it set up properly, right? Properly means balance up the trebles and the bass side, so that, you know, if not, the top will swell and then the neck will start to move this way, and then action is just compromised, and then you just kill the guitar. Because once the top swells really up to a certain level, it's very hard to reverse it. Okay, obviously lowering because there's 200 pounds of force across the bridge to the strings on top, and if the action is way too high and then the neck starts to sway, it adds a lot of pressure up here. That's where, you know, you're just stressing it. Okay, so hope you like this review, but not just to review, some advice on why your GS Mini action is getting higher and higher, why it swells and things like that. Okay, till my next review, because I live with passion, play guitar with love, joy, peace, health and wealth to be multiplied in your life. This is Jarvis signing off. See you soon. Bye bye.